flooring and millwork, and if all goes well, we're hoping for mid-December to be back in the station mid-December, trying to get them back in before Christmas, so fingers crossed. We haven't ran across anything too crazy. The signs that are required by the Americans with Disabilities Act for the bathroom, those are the only thing on back order, and they're not due in until the end of December, but other than that, we'll be in a good place, which is surprising with all the supply chain shortages and shipping times, etc. Be grateful every day that we bought a fire truck last year and we're not trying to buy one right now. Delivery time on a new fire engine right now is 30 months.
Oh.
Wow. It's that way everywhere.
And ladder trucks are up closer to 3 years.
Oh.
So literally, if we don't see a turn in this in the next few years, we'll have to start talking about ordering our next fire engine in order to get it by the time we actually need to replace our engine. And I won't even get into the cost because this has been a good meeting and I don't want to detract from that. So, any questions about the fire department?
Is there anything on those trucks that go out with regularity that you need to maybe have a little hoard of? Do you keep extra oil filters or fittings or?
Not generally because we use a manufacturer certified repair facility for them. They maintain all of those manufacturer specific parts in the warehouse. I mean, if we were to have exactly. If we were to have a significant motor or transmission problem, that's a whole nother story.
But there's other stuff, there's U-joints, there's minor stuff that...
As far as I know, fingers crossed, we're good. But, yeah, the supply chain things are legitimate, and I could give you a laundry list of things we're doing. I mean, protective clothing that the guys wear into fires, normally we can get that stuff in 90 days, and it's 8 months out right now.
Well, I mean, like the hoses, you have to have, you got a spare or two sitting around.
Yes, we have spare fire hose and on the rack in every size we carry, so that if we use some at a fire, we can put it clean back on the truck. So absolutely, we keep all that stuff spare.
I know what I run into at work, and I would hate to have an essential service not have some of the stuff that you just use up. It just gets used up and run. Y'all have a whole lot of hydraulic hoses on those, so.
Yeah. Not a lot. We don't have a ladder, so that's, not having that hydraulic ladder makes a big difference. Not to mention the fact it wouldn't fit in the firehouse if we did. We'd park it outside.
When does Fort Worth move in?
They're looking at somewhere between mid-January and mid-February, depending on how all their bureaucracy lines up for their construction to start. So there's a couple of modifications to the building that they're insisting on before their folks come in. We didn't need washer and dryer connections. They do. Using ours wasn't good enough for them. They want their own. So they're going to take care of getting that stuff done after we move out. So it's still going to be our water. They just want to use their own washer and dryer for whatever reason. So any other questions for the fire department? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next thing I want to talk about is the tire lease. Betsy and I have sat down and gone over the legal descriptions, and we're ready for that to be signed off. And according to what the attorney tells us, that's the only thing that's holding up getting it in and bringing it to y'all. So we're closer. That's all I can tell you.
Closer than we've ever been?
Yeah, closer than we've ever been. The general stormwater permit authorization, I'm still in the middle of the 60 days. Haven't got a whole lot of feedback on it, but once if they don't get any feedback, believe I'll have the certification to the city after that for the NOI permit.
We're never going to meet what stormwater wants, are we?
Are we ever going to meet?
What they're asking for. to have drains and everything flow to one.
Well, that's what they want.
I know that's what they're asking for, but are we?
Every year, every 5 years, they renew the thing, so I really can't give you a good answer on that
If
one.
that's their goal, I don't know how we're ever gonna make it.
That's the goal, but they're working with us, and under an NOI permit, we have set out certain things that we have to accomplish each year, and we are keeping up with that. So, as long as we do that, we're headed in the right direction. Black Oak has got 2 houses started on that subdivision, and the street construction update, we've put it out everywhere, and I've included it in here, that Gordon put together for the updates. Unless he wants to say anything about it, but seems to be going just fine. That's all the good news that I have for you.
Anybody got any questions for Marvin or anyone else? If not, I guess we'll go on to item number 15. Discussion and/or action on pending litigation involving engineering and clarifier issues at the water treatment plant.
Are we going into exec on this?
Yeah, so everybody, we'll have to ask everybody.
Well, why don't we finish the rest of our list here and
That's
save
fine.
that for the last? But we asked everybody to leave.
Okay. Then we'll go into staff reports. And we are having, Gordon, you got anything else to add?
No, sir. As Marvin stated, there's a full detailed report on your street construction. I'm glad to answer any questions you have on that. Everything else is moving right along, sir.
Churchill and Ohio Garden.
City of Fort Worth, sir.
Half of it's ours, it's not.
Yes, sir.
On both of them.
I keep contacting them daily. We had a conversation this morning.
Alright.
How did, we have any issue with the, rain we had the other day other than making everything wet? Did we have any flooding or anything like that in the city that?
None that was reported, sir.
Okay. James, you got anything for us from?
Not usually, but since you asked,
Give us words of wisdom here.
yeah, you bet. West Nile virus, we'll quit trapping for that in about 2 weeks. So far, so good. Seems like what's taken place on that this year that didn't take in other years is that the mosquito that carries the West Nile virus was not the predominant mosquito this summer. So that's where the biggest majority was at. Still the same things, about the same as far as COVID-19. It is not over. All the health officials are making that known. But you have to remember that we have to be prepared for it. So we're not trying to be who's right or who's wrong. We have to look at it as what if a bad scenario came up? Are we ready for it? We've been ready as ready can get for the last 3 years, and we've gained a lot of room. We've got a lot of PPE in the hospitals and things like this. So things are quite a bit different. I guess that's about it. I could go on and talk on forever, but I won't bore you.
I know that's
But after all, FBI starts in,
The ring 5 minutes, just a ring all it is.
forget that then. But, anybody got anything?
No.
Or any questions on anything?
How are they keep talking about this new variant. If they're not checking for that variant, how are they coming up with these statistics?
The new vaccine that has recently come out is specifically
I know
for
that variant, but they keep putting numbers that they can't be getting because the tests don't test for it, just say